Hey, it's Drew Neiser with another Wednesday Wisdom with Jarrett Flegel from WebMechanix. We're going to talk about LinkedIn ads. Jarrett, what's tip number one in getting more out of LinkedIn ads?
Love it, Drew. So tip number one, use the demographics reports in LinkedIn to refine your targeting. So LinkedIn shows you the firmographics of companies that are interacting with your ads. So that could be specific companies that are interacting with your ads, industries, job titles, the seniorities of the people that are interacting with your ads. Use that data to figure out if you're reaching the right people and which of those audiences are most engaged, and then optimize and iterate your campaigns accordingly.
So I don't know if CMOs are going to get in this kind of weeds, but what they need to do is be able to ask the question. So what do they need to be able to tell their team to be looking for?
Yeah, CMOs should ask their team who is seeing our ads, right? What companies are seeing our ads? What industries are seeing our ads? Who are the job titles are seeing our ads? And how are those different segments engaging, right? If they can collect that data, then they can understand what segments are most engaged and double down on those and refine and cut out those that aren't relevant or aren't as engaged.
So we're constantly optimizing. One of the questions I have for you is LinkedIn forms within LinkedIn. We tried that actually for CMO Huddles and we found it was really easy, but none of those converted. It was so easy that they didn't bother learning enough. It was too easy. What's your experience with LinkedIn forms?
Yeah, that's a great question. There's a couple things I'd say on LinkedIn forms. The first is you really need to create a strong offer that ties into your value proposition, right? So what your offer should provide is that first step that leads to the next step, which is your offer, right? So if there's not, maybe the information you're providing is very nice and very helpful, but if it doesn't lead to that next step logically, then the prospect isn't going to be involved. The other thing I'd share, it's very, very important, not just the offers that you have on LinkedIn lead forms or just in general on your ads are strong, but there's a match between what's shared in the ad and what's shared on the lead form, and then what's actually presented as an asset, right? You'd be amazed like how many accounts I audit where the ad text says one thing, the image text says another thing, so you're already unclear what the offer is. Then you click the ad, you get the lead form, and it says something entirely different, right? And then the person fills that out, and they get this other thing, which is not what they expected at all, right? So that alignment across the whole journey is super key.
Interesting. So you almost had four different impressions, which in theory would have been a good thing if they had all been the same, because then you would have really reinforced the whole complete story. And what a thing. And I suspect that different people were creating different things in the departments and they just weren't thinking it through, which is often why you need to bring in an agency like WebMechanix to help you think through something as important as LinkedIn advertising. And there's no doubt in my mind that LinkedIn advertising is an effective channel for a lot of companies, right?
100%. Yeah. I mean, you look at the back end metrics and the quality is really strong. It's just a matter of making sure you're getting the right intent from what you're offering.
Got it. All right. Well, the wonderful tips on how to get more out of your LinkedIn advertising. Thank you, Jarrett Flegel. If you're a B2B CMO who can share, care, and dare with the best of them, do yourself a favor and check out CMOHuddles.com. Speaking of offers, we have a free starter program that you could take advantage of right now. I'm Drew Neiser. That's your Wednesday Wisdom. Peace out.